What? What do you want me to warm you up?
Hot.
You want me to warm you up? Sorry. Turn on your other personality now.
I don't want us to miss anything. Because last time you were going to tell us how like women love big boys, and I was like, that's content. This is the cold open. Poor laptops fans are going crazy.
Welcome to the Talking Without Thinking podcast with Jason, Jarrod, Stevie, and me, Scott.
Jared's losing it. I don't know why. I talked before the intro started. You cut it. It's all good.
You talk like right as soon.
Scott hits the button as Jason's talking about his computer screen or his
Always,
computer
man.
buttons. Right. I couldn't hold it in.
Always.
Oh my god.
We'll cut that.
It never fails, man.
Because
No, we won't. We're leaving it. We're
It's
leaving
the intro.
It is.
no, we just cut my audio out because we have the individual tracks.
No, we're leaving it.
Got to leave it in now. You
It's
talked about it for like 30
It stays
seconds.
in. It stays
Part
in.
of the podcast now.
It is.
It's part of the.
Sorry. It's part of the experience now.
It's part of the
It is.
process.
The lector.
So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 91.
That
91.
much closer to 100.
We're getting close. We got to do something special for the 100th episode.
It's
Even though
a little overdue.
it's kind of bad news, but like I cannot find any of the old episodes. Like I've checked every hard drive that I have owned in the last 10 years, and they got wiped somehow.
Oh,
So,
really?
I don't
You don't have
know.
any-
Like
you don't have
they're
any of the old
gone.
episodes?
I have none of them.
Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, because I don't.
I don't know if like hilarious is the word, but like a little sad. A little sad. I
Oh
was
man,
hoping,
all your
like,
memory
with
got wiped. Hilarious.
Because
But yeah,
I remember
so-
you were recording it on your old PC back in the day.
Don't let him lie to you
Yeah.
guys. He had them. He got rid of them on purpose, and he's trying to play it off like he lost it.
Definitely
That's
not. I would
crazy.
definitely keep all of them. But yeah, I can't find any of them. So if anybody out there has any of our old episodes, hit us up because we'd like to have them. Unfortunately, when we like restarted the podcast up again, it like wiped out all the old stuff that was out there. I think Spotify was the only service that still had it all. So,
Oh, and it's not
but
there
now nobody does.
Spoke
Nope.
TV.
Damn.
No, because they had it like apparently they like cache it and it like stays there. But now that we have like a new, whole new shebang, it got rid of it all. So super sad. Super sad.
But
But
it's just a lot
hey,
of me, it's a lot of me like rocking back and forth in a chair and making noises.
That's true.
To be honest.
A lot of noises.
The memories will be
Eating your
missed.
microphone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. And
Miserable
hitting your
to be
microphone.
missed.
I already
Hitting
missed
the
him.
table.
Yeah.
I mean, he did that episode, the first episode back too. So like, I felt like I was back home again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The remote recording has definitely curtailed the level of noises. Watch me knock my
Fuckery.
I'm gonna knock my microphone over today though.
Jason's
it's gonna happen.
completely spaz out, flip the chair, kick the microphone,
I'm just waiting
Somehow-
for the moment.
flip everything over. There it is.
It's gonna be great. I'm waiting
Is
for
that the new
moment.
counter? How many times that Jason echoes it?
I got like 3
Yeah,
an
'cause-
episode. That's why I limit myself.
Because
to.
he hasn't been doing shouts out lately, so
Oh,
I don't know.
No, not since the first episode back.
I know.
Give it time. We'll get back to the shout outs. But we're definitely still like moving it all back up together again in the deluxe apartment.
No
in the
man, it's
sky.
like riding a bike.
It kind of is. I feel like we're still getting the feel for everything, incorporating the new member up here too, trying to,
Mr. Steven.
work our way through. But we had a lot of fun last episode. If you haven't checked it out, please do.
Yeah. It's on the
It was
internet.
quite enjoyable. This week we got some good stuff for you too, though. We're gonna do a game of guess that goomer. The goomer, nice.
Goomer.
What's a
What's up,
goomer?
goomers?
What's up,
Goomer.
goomers?
Is that in
That's-
correlation
that's-
with Gucci?
That's gonna be
No.
Gen A. No, it's not Gucci.
I'm
So
officially
guess-
calling the next generation Goomers after Zoomers.
They're Goomers. So it's Guess the
Goomers.
Zoomer slang.
God, I'm so
We're gonna
excited. I need some new slang to use.
Oh, you're going to get some today, buddy. You're going to get some
Oh,
today.
you got a list?
Oh, yes. And
Okay.
you guys are going to guess what the hell it means.
Bussin. It's bussin. That's what I know. It's gonna be bussin.
You're going to have to give me exact definitions. And we're also going to do some new views. There's so many trailers that came out, a couple of new movies that came out that we want to talk about. And then we're going to bring back an old segment today called Is It In? And you know what we're talking about.
I remember. This one.
And then, of course,
Yep,
we're going to do
that's
Best
a good
Week of
one.
the Week. So first, listen, we're recording this on a Monday, and Jarrod's birthday is tomorrow. So shouts out to
Ugh.
Jarrod's birthday.
Happy
Ugh.
birthday, man.
Wait, you can't-
Happy. I can't sing happy
Don't-
birthday
Don't
now.
like anything.
I don't
that's
think we
going on
can.
right
Isn't
now.
it like public? Is it public domain yet?
It's plugged though, man.
Yeah,
You
it's
can if you
been
do
public
the
domain.
if you do
Okay,
like a
good.
dubstep version. That's kind of dubstep.
Birthday's canceled.
Birthday
Birthday's
is
canceled
I
now.
got one more.
can't. You ruined it.
I better
you got
save
one
it.
more.
Yeah.
So,
No limit.
so Jarrod, I know you usually celebrate your birthday ahead of time. So you went to good old Renfest this past weekend.
Ye old Carolina Renfest.
Yes, sir.
It's usually the set in stone. It happens every year, about that first weekend of November.
I've never been to the Ren Fair.
You haven't?
You are missing out.
Never.
Oh shit.
You need to do it at least once, man.
Every opportunity that I had, it always falls through, man.
Every time I think I'm gonna go, I get sick, and it's funny that you went this past weekend because this past weekend I was sick.
You got
It's
sick.
like it always happens every time. Every time I'm planning
You
on
just
going to the
know.
Ren Fair,
I
I'm
heard it
sick.
was a pirate Christmas or something, right?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the first weekend theme. First
Yeah.
weekend in November theme.
Yeah.
This coming weekend's theme is a Time Travelers weekend.
Oh,
Oh,
So you'll see
like-
some Doctor Who's, some Doc and Marty's.
people
Back
are
to the
band
Future.
knocking.
Scott probably also hated that movie because he hated Goonies.
Back to the Future?
Oh, we haven't talked about that.
I did not hate Back to the Future.
It's a movie
Anyways.
series I've never seen all the way through, but I'm definitely watching it again.
There's only 3 movies.
There's
I've
only
not
3.
seen them all the way through.
It was always on like TV, and it was always off and on. But I'm definitely down for like rewatching them for sure. But so you know, you've been to a lot of different Ren fairs over the years. You know, do things change that much? What do you
Same
think?
Ren Fair, just different years.
Yeah.
Same spot, different vibe.
Well, I mean, a couple acts have changed over the years. The food is pretty much still the same. You got meat on sticks, you got turkey legs, you got bread bowls, you've got beer coming out the beer holes. So, I mean, really, it's just up to the people that are there that weekend and the shows that you go see.
Yeah.
I saw
It's a lot of similar.
to this day, I went there. I remember the craziest magic trick I've ever seen in my entire life. I saw there. I was a kid, and I went to Ren Fair, and it was Halloween time, and this dude was jousting Dracula, knocks Dracula, who's a real dude, off of the horse, and proceeds to cut the guy's head off in one seamless motion. In the like, it was the same dude on the ground.
Mhm.
Head gets cut off,
Mhm.
and I'm like, how the
Correct.
fuck did they do that? Blew my mind. To this day, I'm not sure what happened afterwards, but
you
as
weren't
far as I
like,
can tell,
oh my god, it's you were just
was
like,
blown-
whoa, how the hell? Why? How did he do that?
I was blown away. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I was like,
Flabbergasted.
it was quite. It's great. I'll never forget. I would love to go back to the Ren Fair. I was hoping I was sick again every single time they get
I mean,
sick.
you
Back
got
to
2
the
more
Ren
weekends,
Fair.
and then it's
Yeah.
gone until next year.
Yeah, so
I'm going to try to make
like,
it in a couple weeks.
Is there like a
I'll come
Ren
to you, Scott.
Fair
Let me know.
at one place in every state? Because
No,
like,
not every state.
Mm-mm.
okay,
Not
Oh,
every
is it just a
state.
local thing?
There's
No.
there's an actual circuit involved,
oh, it's kind of like the carnival.
They just-
and it's
They just
around
cycle
around
around.
the country, like Arizona, Minnesota. There's one down in Florida. Atlanta has one.
Wait, so are you
uh,
saying like
West Virginia has one.
other
West
states get theirs at different
Virginia.
times of the year?
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
some of them
Crazy.
overlap.
so
Yep.
you could go to the Ren Fair
I
in
mean,
the summertime if you like.
I know
travel.
people who are experts on this. I am just a person who visits one.
Right.
Yeah.
There's people out there
So-
that are like, they're touring with them.
Yeah, there are
I
people that
remember-
tour that are the vendors. There are people that tour that are show performers. There are people that tour that are.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like
just
hardcore Ren Fair
important people.
guys.
There are some people that will travel to go to these other venues
The
just
Grateful
to see
Dead
what it's like there.
fans. The Grateful Dead fans of Ren Fair. Do they have a slang term from them, like a lot lizard term for people that love to go to different Ren fairs? Hussars.
Mm.
Hussars.
Who's ours? That sounds
Hussars.
awful.
Yeah, that's definitely it's a this is Hussars. Say that
The good
for
old
me
who's
fast.
ours.
Hussars.
You
Yeah,
would
it's
have to
Hussars.
ask someone with more knowledge than I.
I remember
We call
going to
them,
the
like-
Ren Fair, and it was a paintball game, and you basically paid some money to shoot a dude with a paintball gun, and he had a shield, and I would just like
Yep.
wait for him to drop the shield a little bit and like headshot him a bunch of times, and I feel really bad about it in hindsight because that guy was probably making like $12 an hour, and he's getting like clapped in the dome. I would just sit there, and I was like over and over again, and then eventually I just ran into paintballs. I said, "All right." Chuck them up, I'm out. Then I went over to the torture cavern and looked at the torture exhibit again because it's always the best part of the Ren Fair. And but Scott, if you go, let me know. We can turn this into a little excursion.
All right. Yeah, we're supposed to go hopefully in a couple weeks. We were going to go this past Saturday, but unfortunately it was sold out. So
Yeah, you have to buy your tickets ahead of time now because of
Yeah.
the sheer numbers that showed up last year.
yeah, well, they actually posted that they completely sold out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, so we went to buy tickets and there was the link wasn't available anymore. So we ended up going to Carowinds on Saturday anyways, the amusement park. And we had a pretty dope time there.
Yeah, I
So,
remember you
wanna-
telling me that, and I was just thinking, like, you never told me why that. So it was because they sold out?
Yeah, it was completely sold out. I didn't know at the time because when we went to buy tickets, they did not have a link for that date anymore. So I'm like, well, we got Carowinds season passes. Let's just go there for the day.
I mean, I've been trying to
Sold.
tell you stop going on Saturdays for a while.
Yeah.
A sold
Yeah, I
out
mean-
Ren Fair sounds like a nightmare, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
see,
does.
Oh,
I was
last
always
year it
told,
didn't matter what day it was.
I was
Packed
always
every day.
told,
was fucking packed.
I was always told that the lines are just like astronomical there, and then you spend most of the time just standing in line.
Saturdays, yeah. Sundays, you go. It's a little less crowd, especially at the beginning, because there's the good religious ones who are at church.
Yeah.
Then there's
who's ours.
the
Not his ours.
devout Panthers fans who are at the games.
Right.
So that leaves plenty of space for us.
Yeah. Well, there's probably plenty of
These
space
hours, if you will.
in the torture room. Other than Jason, he'll be in there.
Speaking of
Scott,
torture,
torture.
Scott, if you go with him, make sure you bring security, man.
Yeah, for real.
I am security. Speaking of torture, Stevie's bedroom door is open, and I keep expecting for the Babadook to walk through because it's like
I
it's
know.
just-
It's not the Babadook.
It's a
Definitely the
shadow on the
Babadook.
other side.
I was
keep
gonna
like-
shut it, but then he just went for it. So
Yeah, we just went for it, man.
I was
It's,
gonna get up and shut it,
well,
but now
if
I
the
mean,
Babadook
it makes it
comes,
more of
You don't have to
experience,
get
you know?
ready if you stay ready.
Yeah.
well,
if
I
the
did have
Babadook
it
comes
shut.
for you, I'll let you know. Steve.
have.
I got your back.
I have an excuse. I can see it. I have an excuse, but
Oh,
you
you
know
can do
what?
it.
No,
You have those
nobody needs
cat-like
to know.
reflexes.
Yeah,
you
for
can do
real.
what you want with
That's
your
the
door.
excuse. The excuse is the cat. Because
It's
if I
small.
shut it, he'll complain, or if I barely shut it,
Always.
he'll open it.
As cats do. I
It's
just
best to just let him come.
I
as
know
he
it's not
goes.
spooky time anymore, but I was like, be careful.
That's the third one.
I know. I always say
You're out of reverb
that's
for the rest of
We're
the show.
just in the intro.
That was
Yeah.
two. That was two though on the
That was
recording.
3.
No, that was 3.
Yeah, I burned my last one. I'm living
Damn.
in
Yeah,
yeah,
he-
3. That makes it more of
He
a
busted
game.
fast.
We're only like 10, 15 minutes in.
I know. I've learned my lesson. Like I said, it's been a process getting this podcast back up and running. The shtick is coming back.
You can't overuse it, you know?
You could always
gotta
like
use it sparingly.
you can do an IOU, like you can use one of the 3 for next week now.
No. That gets no.
Yeah, you borrow one of the other ones.
Got to work within the laws of improv. Only 3
future
verbs
verb.
per podcast.
Well, you said you had some
Yes,
slang
Sam.
for us, right?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
later.
yeah. We'll get there.
We'll
Oh,
get
I
there.
thought you were introducing.
We're seeing
it,
how
like-
everyone's week has been.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have lives outside of this podcast. Jeez.
well, when you said it earlier, I thought we were starting it. I didn't realize that you were just mentioning it.
New guys,
Oh,
new guys, man,
Podcast
new
introduction.
guys. We're just
it's a
setting up-
table of
we're just set-
contents, if you
We're just
will.
setting up the other segments, man. We're
I
just
wanted
setting
to
them
hear
up.
some goomer slang, man. I'm
I'm
sorry.
I'm gonna goomer you in a second.
Got
Whoa.
teased.
Whoa!
Oh, I don't even know what it means, but it sounded serious.
You promise?
Yeah, maybe if you're good. All right, fine. Since Stevie so badly wants to move on to
Well,
goomer
no.
slang,
I was just,
Stevie wants a short episode.
I
this
was
week,
I
so-
was confused, man. I thought
Roll
you
the
were
ball.
bringing it up earlier because we were starting it. I'm
Just go
sorry.
ahead and roll the end credits. We're done.
I
Roll
deserve
the
it.
end credits. just
I
roll 'em.
deserve to be shot and hung. I'm sorry, man.
I'm amazed you can't hear my laptop fan right now. It sounds like this thing's about to take off. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't hear it at all. All right, well, let's talk about some Zoomer slang then. Let's talk about some
Get
Zoomer
into it.
slang, and let's see if the segues work today.
I apologize.
Nope, I don't hear anything.
Why does the opening theme song work though?
I don't know. Yeah, none of the segues work. That was beautiful. All right, so we are all like, we're not boomers in this podcast, I don't think.
I
Like
feel
we're
I hope not.
sometimes.
we're mostly
Well,
what? Are we all
you are.
millennials for the most part? I'm not a boomer. Shut up.
No, I was talking about Jason.
Oh,
Jason
Jason.
went
watches,
to-
Antique Roadshow.
I do. I went speaking of boomer stuff before we move on. This is why I'm not a boomer. I went to Chili's the other day and I consumed so much salt I didn't sleep that night because I was just like
Ugh.
hyped to the tits. I like there was just so much just like salt coursing through my body. I was like I couldn't stop. And
Salt
what-
makes you
I'm not a
hyper?
boomer.
So
Yeah.
caffeine doesn't do it anymore. It's salt.
It was
It's salt.
atrocious.
It's
Oh my
salt.
God.
Jason's a parakeet.
Christ.
Just give him a salt lick. He's good for a day.
Well, that's
Well, I'm
not
trying
how
to say is,
salt
like-
works for me.
My salt levels are too high, guys. Like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's my fault. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I was the only person there under the age of 50, and like, I guess those 50-year-old boomer ladies and gents could like take that salt input, but I got. Also, they brought me out like 4 strips. I got some chicken strips, went classic. And I asked the nice lady, I was like, "Yo, don't I get more strips than this?" And then she was like, "Oh shit!" So they brought me out a 5th strip on a plate, and I was like,
a
Damn.
whole plate for one strip.
a whole plate for one strip, and I was like, food service is barely holding on in 2022, and I was like, it's cool. But I usually don't go to Chili's. I've always been more of a TGI guy. TGI Fridays.
TGI guy.
TGI.
guy.
TGI guy.
guy.
The TGI guy, Jason.
We gotta rank boomer restaurants in the future, but we'll get to that.
I tell you what, man. I
Oh, we
thought
definitely need to
Chili's
do
like
that.
made burgers on the grill, but the last few times that I had burgers from there, it just tasted like they boiled the fucking thing or something. It's not,
Nothing
yeah, I
like a
mean,
boiled burger.
it's kind of funny, dude. I mean, yeah, I mean, it didn't have any like char to it or nothing.
Char to it.
Don't char too.
There's no
Um,
char, man.
No char too, man. No char
Ain't got
too.
that char to it.
I you know, I think I ate a hamburger somewhere. I gave myself food poisoning. I forgot where it was. Don't order burgers medium. It's my only advice.
It's hard to get a good burger, man.
It is. So Zoomer slang then.
There we go.
Cow.
Reeling
So-
it back.
So back in the early days, there's been a lot of slang. You know, things like "I can dig it." You know, bodacious, word. I mean, we still say word.
You boys.
Us-
I still do.
Yeah,
Oh,
I definitely say
boys.
word. Don't be a newbie. You know, newbie. Remember
Pwned.
that slang term? Well,
Hippity hop.
pwned,
Don't.
Wheat.
stinking flicka. You know. So now there are all these new terms that these Gen Zers have come up with, slang terms that we don't really understand. I wouldn't say we're getting old, but
No,
you know,
we're
they're
not.
just they're weird words.
God, are they fun? God, I
Yeah,
love
so
them
we're-
all.
We're gonna go through, I think, about 12 of them. And
Does Noah have the
Oh,
Zoomer
yeah.
perm yet, by any chance?
yes,
You talking about his son, right?
yeah,
Yes.
dude, like the real fluffy hair over his face.
With the fade on the side?
Yes,
Let's go.
yes.
Dude, I swear
You
sometimes
okayed that?
Yes.
I swear sometimes
I love-
like
Dude,
We'll
I'm
play,
never going to be a parent. I'll never be a parent that tells my kid how to cut his hair. Never.
I'll
Well,
talk
I'm
to
just
him
gonna-
in
He's
the,
gonna get
what-
hair and fuck he wears too.
Right. What I will do, though, is take a picture of every time he does it and show it to him when he gets older and be like, remember you did
Bingo.
this? That was
Yeah.
your choice, not mine.
The zoomer fade.
we
Cap.
sometimes we play like Fortnite with him, and I hear his voice, and then later on I'll see like a picture that Scott posted, like him with him, and I'm like, man, that's what he looks like, huh? It's like the voice doesn't match the do, man.
The zoom.
Yeah. The zoom.
It's the
The
zoom.
VO
do.
doesn't match. The VO doesn't match the zoom.
All right.
He's
So
pretty smart though.
I'm going to say, and I'm going to be honest, I knew over half of these and kind of what the definition was. So we'll see how well we all do. What we'll do is I'll give you, well, what do you think would be better? I give you the definition, you give me the term, or I give you the
Term.
you give me the definition.
Definitely term.
I think
Probably
you should do
that one.
that because
Give
I didn't
give
come
you like
here,
the word.
Yes.
I didn't come here to do Jeopardy, man. You gotta give me the answer, and then I'll give you the question.
What is cap?
All right. So I give you the word. You guys have to guess the definition. So we'll go around the room.
Bust.
Around.
This is gonna be bad.
This is a room. All right. So we're gonna start kind of easy. We'll start kind of easy. The first word is bet. What
that's easy.
What does bet mean?
I
Stevie,
agree.
you go first. No. We're doing one
He
at a
said
time here.
Stevie.
All round robin.
Stevie looked the most confused, so I wanted to start with him.
I know what bet means. It means
What's it
like,
mean?
Bet.
It means like assurance. Like,
Okay.
Like I bet. You know what I mean? Or like,
All
I'm,
right,
I'm,
all right.
I'm coming to your house later to eat some cake. I bet.
I'm coming.
It's like
Use
I believe you.
Go on.
use it in a sentence.
All right. So Jason,
Can I use it in a sentence?
you can use it in a sentence.
Hey, Kwanzi, did you see the new Fortnite dance? I did. Bet. I didn't know that guy could float. Or, sorry, I didn't know that Samurai Jack dressed as a Carolina Panthers could float. Bet. Because
I only
You really
understood
tried.
I bet
He
out of
really
that whole
tried,
sentence.
Scott. He tried.
He did. You sounded so. That was the most millennial I've ever heard you. All right, Jarrod.
Most millennial yet.
I mean, yeah, like Stevie said, it's the agreeance thing. They're like, yeah, totally, I'm gonna do that type deal.
So that's all. That is correct. You all get a point. I feel like going forward, all of you need to use it in a sentence as well.
All right, bet.
That's
There's a
fine.
sentence.
It's the
That's
Zoomer
how it's
version.
normally
That
used.
was a sentence.
It's the Zoomer
Even if
version
you're wrong.
of show, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Bet.
For sure.
Bet.
All right. So the next one should be easy. Jason's used it about 50 times. The word is bussin'. Jarrod, you go first this time.
Bussin'. That is when something is, as we would call it, bustin'. It is just really good.
All right.
It's usually used in a sentence such as, hey, have you tried that mac and cheese from QT? Yeah, it's bussin'. By the way, the QT mac and cheese is quite delicious.
Oh,
It is bussin', in fact. Jason,
Really good hot dogs.
your turn.
It's definitely a term. It seems to relate a lot to food, and it's used to describe something that is exemplary in food status, such as, hey, Quidoxin RR12149. My friend in middle school, have you tried the new tofu wings at Walmart?
Jason, you're talking to Elon Musk's kid.
Yeah. People have strange names.
This
yeah, I
fucking
did try
proves that
this.
Jason is a robot
Hey,
and
wingdings.
can't make shit up.
I did try those tofu wings at Walmart. They were indeed.
All right. You're -1 for next week. Stevie,
Damn.
bussin'.
Bussin', it means like excellence, you know? For example,
Okay.
you'd be like, man, this can of biscuits is bussin'.
You guys
Can of
really
biscuits.
you guys really want to go with the food? It doesn't have to be food. It can be anything.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, you'd be
food
like,
related.
I've
in my
heard it the
experience.
most.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
That's
this,
how I've heard
uh,
it the most.
this remote
Like-
right here has a screen on it. It's bussin'.
That remote is pretty bussin'.
Yeah.
All right. This next one, I had no idea what it was.
Here we go.
The word is chuggy.
All right.
Oh, I know Chugi.
We're getting into the $2 slang now.
I've never heard
Jason,
this
you go
one.
first.
Chuggy.
Chuggy.
I want to say it feels like a word that deals with style. So I feel like something along the lines of like the style is very unique and new and I haven't seen it before. Such as, wow, did you see Ellen? No weird names. Ellen, did you see that she
Ellen's a
wore,
weird name.
She wore Ellen. Well, it's spelled like EL11EN. How
There
would
it
you
is.
like? But like, did you see how she was wearing clothes made out of plastic? Yeah, it's real chutzy. What'd you say?
Chuggy.
Chuggy. Her
Chuggy.
style is very chuggy. It could also be like
Chootsy.
the name of a dog, maybe like your dog's name's Chuggy, but maybe not. Maybe it might be
I
a
mean,
bad thing.
I saw it and I thought it was like a rapper from the 90s, but then I realized
No,
that was
that's
Chingy.
Chingy.
That was Chingy, not Chuggy. All right, Stevie.
Oh, you want me to go second, huh?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
do.
Chugi. So let's see. I would say it's probably something to do with like a crappy thing. So you're like, you know, Melisandre is wearing a chuggy dress to the party.
So clothing related as well.
Well, I
Fashion
mean, fuck. I was just going off what you said. I had changed it to Melisandre, which is actually not common, unlike Ellen.
That's true. Yeah, it's a weird word, and there's probably some ones in that name too.
Maybe.
I feel like I'm totally off the rocker with it being related to fashion, which
Yeah,
makes it more interesting.
I think chuggy means like whack or lame. So it's like
But Jarrod seems to know.
cowtails
All
are
right.
chuggy to me.
Oh, I
man.
know it because Michelle uses the term.
Really? Oh, you
Yeah,
got
it's actually been around a lot longer than people think.
All right, Jared.
Chuggy is a word you use when someone is using something that is out of date as far as like decorations in your house, the style of your clothes. They call it chuggy because someone is trying too hard to keep that trendy.
Ah,
So like your live, laugh, love signs, chuggy as fuck.
So chuggy. That is correct. Chuggy, something is uncool and outdated.
well, I mean,
Jared's
I was
one
kind
up
of
on
right.
you.
I said something lame.
You're close.
I mean,
yeah,
I didn't
you're
say
close.
it was old shit, but
I would give you like half a point for that.
all right.
So
I'll take 1.5.
Chuggy's sort of like to give it a clarification. It's basically the "How do you do, fellow kids" meme, but in a word form.
Similar.
Yes.
It's like the guy who's still wearing the Affliction t-shirts.
Yeah, that's chuggy.
Most of those guys are dead in 2022. God rest their souls. We don't see them very much anymore. That's the problem.
God.
A lot of bar fights kind of took them out.
All right.
Shouts out to the now closed. Icons with the Z. I heard the drive.
Icons with the Z.
Oh, they closed
Nobody-
that place down. Oh,
Nobody's shouting out that they're sad
I mean,
that closed.
There's a
Their
little
clothes
bit of
their clothes were kind of chuggy anyways,
you
right?
know what's funny? I've been to like so many bars. That's the only one I've ever seen a fight, and it was every time I went.
I can see that. Well, it was closed
Yeah,
down because
everyone says that about Icons. with the
there's a
Z.
drive-by, and I heard the drive-by, and it was very loud. I always forget how loud gunfire is.
There's a lot of stabbings as well. But I digress.
Stab. See, stabbing
Damn.
is not chuggy because stabbing never goes out of style.
In fact, that is not bussin' either.
No.
Not bussin' at all.
Bet.
Bet.
Cap.
You could bet on that, man.
Cap.
All right.
That's cap.
Next one. No cap.
Okay.
No cap. I believe it is Stevie's turn to go first again. No cap.
No cap means you're telling the truth. It means you're not lying.
Okay.
So
Use it
you-
in a sentence,
You'd
please.
be like, man, 2 + 2 is 4, man. No cap.
Can I get the word of origin, please? No, I'm kidding. Jared, next.
Oh, cap. No cap.
No
if
cap.
You will, is when you are saying that someone is not lying about it. When you're like,
And-
yo, that last Spider-Man was good. No cap.
No cap.
I guess it makes sense
It does.
because cap.
Because if you think about it, if there's a cap on your head, your hair can't go any higher. But if there's
True.
no cap, your hair can keep going.
It's like hair, but like it's like Pinocchio, but hair instead of a nose.
No, I was saying like when you put a cap on like a drink, it can't get out.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
All
like
right.
in Overwatch 1, they thought that the characters couldn't get any more sexualized, but that was cap because in number 2, it's even more no cap.
There you go.
Bussin,
Bet.
right? Bet. I've never
All
played
right.
Overwatch, but I know a little bit
I was
about it.
about to say, I don't think it got more sexy.
No. All right. 1 point for each of you.
Nice.
Moving on.
Cap. No
So
cap.
there was a word I had that was just drip, and everyone knows what drip is. I feel like that's been used for a while.
Jason uses it the most.
Zoomers don't
Yeah.
get to claim that shit.
No, that's an old word. So that's not a Zoomer word.
Yeah.
But we'll move on, though. This word was actually banned off of Twitch, but still used. It is
I'm out of words,
simp.
too. Simp? Oh, that's
Simp.
easy. That was banned?
Was
Yeah.
banned from Twitch. Yep,
People were using it as a derogatory term.
exactly.
I could see that being the case.
All right, Jason, you go first. Simp.
It definitely describes a male to female relationship of a guy who is just a absorbent fan of some woman. She could be real, fake. She could be a Twitch streamer. That's probably why it got banned. I guess it's derogatory in some sense. I don't think you should probably be a simp. You should probably avoid the status, but life takes us down some wild tricks and lefts and rights. You might find yourself a simp for some Overwatch person.
Bussin' rights.
Bussin' rights. So it
Yeah.
definitely means
No cap,
so,
man. No cap.
So it's definitely like it's not a good term describing you sort of just like kissing the boot of some online e-girl
All right.
or
Very
e-boy.
specific.
The gender thing's not necessary.
All right, Stevie.
A simp is a dude that does and says anything to try to get in the pants of whoever he's being a simp to.
Use it in a sentence, please.
Ban this dude. He's a straight up simp, kissing her ass all night on chat.
Okay.
Man, he's a dude. He's such a simp. All he's trying to do is be the Uber gimp.
Yeah, it's basically just a
Cap.
beta male that is really nice to someone to get in their pants or something like that.
Okay.
I'm a
okay.
simp for a well-paved road. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like related to people, but when you see like a very nice, well-paved road, it's kind of a good feeling.
I mean, my cat's kind of like that. Like he always butters up to me when he's wanting something to eat or something. He's a kiss ass.
Yeah, cats.
True.
Cats want you to be their simp. That's
But
what I'm saying.
yeah, you definitely are a simp for your cat, though.
No, but like feeding time, he's a simp to me.
Yep, I was like,
That's
"What's
true.
up?"
Works
That's
both
true.
ways. See,
both
that's not really a simp situation then. All right, Jarrod.
A simptuation?
A simptuation.
Nice.
Oh man, a simp is just one of those fans that will say and do anything in hopes that they will be noticed by their target, if you will.
Target.
Use it in a sentence,
Make it sound
please.
like a hitman. Simp
know.
man.
Simp
That's
man.
what it feels like.
Is that a DC character?
Is it what?
Is it a DC character, Simp Man?
Simp man.
Simp
I don't
man.
know,
Could be.
maybe.
I feel like
maybe
that could be
nowadays.
like a web series.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Let's see. This guy has no chance whether he's just a simp.
So you all are pretty much nailed. Someone desperate to gain others' approval, often used in a sexist way to describe a man who is overly submissive to women. So
Simping.
simping ain't easy, man.
Simping is
Simping
not
ain't
Well,
easy.
apparently it is.
Yeah, it really is.
I know a few simps.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
be a simp.
Not you
Don't be a
guys.
simp.
I'm not
Oh,
going to
thanks.
drop any names or anything, but I know a few.
They probably don't listen.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've had a few simps in my life. They're just like people that are
Ooh.
like, yeah, just like dudes that thought I was like crazy cool when I'm like, I'm not crazy cool. What are you talking about? Like just
Actually,
just
you know,
like like hetero male friendships where they're like, oh my god, this guy's he's living the best life in the world. I wish I was living his life. And I was like, you realize that I like sometimes skip meals so that I can afford to pay for YouTube Premium.
I know you guys can
Do you want
relate
to
to
simp for
this,
that?
but I know you
I
guys
like
can
you do.
relate, but when you play a local show with other bands and when you're done playing, they always come
example.
up to you and fucking kiss
Oh shit.
your
Pedal
ass.
simps.
Oh yeah.
Stevie, actually, this is
But-
a really good point.
Band
It's like a
simps.
fake simp though.
No.
I feel like that's a fake simp because like the other bands will kiss your ass just to like get something from you though.
No, but
Like,
this is
wow.
like weird dudes that show up to you after the set. I don't get them as much being a bass
Oh,
player.
the drunk guys.
Yeah, the drunk
Yeah.
guys. They're usually drunk
Well,
and they
it's
show up. They're like,
other
"Hey
bands
man."
too.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: is that I would argue that show simp status can only be reserved for drunk dudes that don't know how to play music. Any sort of like adulation from another band, that's cool. That's a vibe. That's nice. But when the older guy shows up, like my friend Zach, if I could summon him right now, he'd tell you like countless stories of like drunk dudes he's met at shows. And be like, hey man, oh man, the way you play guitar is so cool, man. I can't believe you did it that way. Or like he has like a lot of guitar pedals. Wow, man, you got so many guitar pedals. And it's just like, but it's always A, drunk guy, B, doesn't play anything. So show simp. But Stevie, you hit the nail on the head with that one. I couldn't
Oh,
agree
yeah.
more. Show
True,
simp.
true. All right. The next word we have is I feel like I can only say it like this. Skirt.
Go ahead, Jason.
Jason, you go first.
This one's actually hard to describe because it can be used in so many different sort of situations.
Mhm.
Generally, man, where can I start?
How you spell
Well, I
that?
mean, skirt start out as like a term in like rap songs to talk about, you know, showing up, looking real fly. But I think it still seems to be along the lines of like, man, that's a tough one because it's almost like a placeholder, sort of like bit of information, like in a song. But I feel like if I could sum up what skirt means,
Yeah, you gotta do it like that.
There you go.
Mhm.
Damn. He's down to one for next week.
That was too much. That was too much.
that counts as two,
That
actually.
was so loud.
You get none
Jason
next
gets
time.
0 echoes next week.
I'll cut that one down in post. I guess I could describe it as like flexing on people, but the actual act of flexing, would be not necessarily related to the sound of tires squealing, but like skirt. Different from skeet.
Right.
That's for
Skeet
sure.
skeet's different. And that is also not a Zoomer term.
Yeah, that's
All right.
Presume.
So
Presume.
PZ.
use it in a sentence.
Yes, Jason.
I was going to the Fortnite club and I was looking real no cap, so I skirted up to Felicia, and she was real cool and she liked me a lot. Skirt cap.
Used all of 3 words.
Yeah.
No, skirt's a tough one, I must admit. Because like I could
It's
like
tough.
in rap music, I'm always just like, I don't know, it's just like a placeholder, a bit of information to make it to the next line. Skirting on the club members.
All right, Jarrod. Skirt.
It's just here's your English word for the day, onomatopoeia, for the tires screeching. Usually when you're getting out of somewhere or like Jason said, pulling up to somewhere.
That's a fair definition. Very little definition.
It is. All right. So what is the word in a sentence then?
So I went to Icons with a Z and they started
Bang, bang.
shooting. So I said skirt and got out of there.
All right, Stevie.
Some police officer broke his ACL in it.
That's a bad
Dude, that bar-
injury, man. You don't
was
want
a
that.
menace. The bar was a menace, please.
I feel like you know, in nature, animals make loud noises to be intimidating. So I feel like it's like an alpha male kind of intimidation noise, like Skype. You know,
I think this is
or
also
something
a
like
valid
that.
definition.
So you
This
get
guy
like,
got my face, so I said skirt.
yeah. I pull up on you. You know, you pull up on them, and you're like, "Look, what you want to do this? We can do this. No cap, motherfucker." You
I
know,
showed
like
up with my
that.
Tesla.
And skirt,
and
skirt,
skirted.
Yeah.
Skirt, skirt.
skirt.
I like
Yeah.
both. I like both Stevie and Jared's definitions. To be quite honest, they're both like mine's kind of dog shit, but I like how Jared's is like a very literal interpretation, and then Stevie is more of the sort of rap music interpretation.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, you know, the equivalent to like a gorilla beating on his chest kind of thing, like, you know, before you're about to fight somebody. You know.
I feel like gorillas usually just show their buttholes to people, though.
That's baboons.
I was like really close to a gorilla at a zoo one time.
Wait, hold on, you said I saw. Finish that part.
Wait, me?
You were talking about
Yeah.
baboon buttholes, and then you said
Well, no,
I saw, and then you changed
gorilla.
it.
Gorilla butthole. I went to a zoo one time, and there was a big old male gorilla, and he like walked right up to me, and he looked at me, and he turned around, and he showed me his butt, and I was like, I feel disrespected, but you're a gigantic animal, and you know what, sir? That's fine. I'm still a fan. He skirted on me by turning his butt. Have you guys seen the drifting gorilla? That like, video of the guy, like the gorilla, like hops out, like drifts.
Have you seen the freeze tag
the
king
chat.
gorilla video? No, that's a good one.
I think I have actually. I think I talk about
Freeze
gorillas.
tag king. We're getting
All
off
right.
topic.
Yep, I got two more.
Wait, hold on. Give us the answer.
Oh, sorry. The answer for skirt, it is an onomatopoeia of the sound tires make when you leave in a hurry, and it is an expression of excitement.
Okay.
So you get
Indeed.
excited and you go skirt.
I'll take it.
All right. Next one I have,
I'm afraid.
slaps.
Oh.
Slaps.
That's a layup,
See,
dude.
everyone uses it, but tell me what it means. Stevie, you go first.
Do I go first? I feel like Jared
Yeah.
never goes first.
I've gone
Jared.
first.
He's gone first.
Keep up.
Okay. All right.
I'm working my way around.
All right. So slaps, it means like something that's really awesome and great. You know, like, dude, man, this mac and cheese slaps. Or like, you know, this song slaps. You know, they're really playing their heart outs up there on the stage.
All right. Jared.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really define it any better than how Stevie just did. It's, you know, it's the top of the top. It slaps. You know, some people might say it slaps harder than Will Smith at the Oscars.
Wow. Topical and
I will say that our generation's version of slaps is banging. It's banging.
it was banging, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's not so great. It
Or
just
dope.
slaps a little bit.
It's dope. I still use dope a lot.
Oh
I
yeah.
still use
I'm
it.
taking that to
Dope
my
is the
grave,
best
man.
word.
Fire.
Dope is the best word.
Fire.
All right, Jason. Give me some slaps.
It definitely describes a
Slap
song.
of the bass.
Yeah, there's though the thing is that when I think about music that slaps, it's rarely anything involving a slap bass. It's definitely music that's got a lot of bounce to it, a lot of just like a lot of transitive properties. A good example of a song that slaps to me.
Everything by Taylor Swift.
Wasn't gonna say that.
Go ahead.
I had no beef with the Swift. I was gonna say "All Right" by Kendrick Lamar. That song definitely categorizes as a slapper.
A
Slapper.
banger, if you will.
The
So,
opposite
Jason,
of a song.
Indeed.
Yes.
You wouldn't say that I went to the zoo and saw a gorilla's asshole and it slaps? You wouldn't say that?
No, because there's not a lot of like. It's just a butthole, and I guess like all mammals probably have like similar buttholes. The experience of seeing a gorilla that kind of slapped, but it was counteracted by the fact that my man was trapped inside of a zoo, and zoos kind of fucking
Showing
blow.
people his butthole.
You should have let him
Yeah.
out, though. Would have been much
Then a lot of
better.
people would have died,
Oh,
probably including
God.
me. You know, a zoo should feel like you're the one trapped and the animals are free, but it's ever so often that is not the case, unfortunately, with zoos. So it does not slap. Cap.
Damn, man,
All
you
right.
got real on it.
The final one, the final word. I had to dig deep to find one that was a little not as obvious, not one that you've probably heard too often. Bat chest. Bat chest.
What the fuck?
Jared, you get to go first this time since Stevie said you never go first. Bat
Is that
chest.
two-
Bat
is that two-
chest.
Is it two
Bat
words?
chest. All one
Yeah.
word. Bat
All
chest.
one word.
God's name is that?
Bat chest.
Bat chest.
It's supposed to have been in the beginning of the Zoom.
Oh
This
no,
must be
it's
current. This must be
it's
very
newer.
recent.
It's
Oh.
newer within the last year or so.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's either gotta
Bat
be really
chest.
old and forgotten or new.
I've got like thin skin is the only thing I can come up with. That or they're a vigilante. That's
All right.
it. I
Use
got
it in
nothing for it.
use it in a sentence.
I got beat up by a guy that had bat chest.
All right, Jason.
I'm so
Jason's
glad I'm going
Googling it.
third on this.
No, I was looking at a meme.
Bat chests.
Can I have a hint?
No. I can't. It's hard to give a hint
What?
of like
What could
a
this-
definition of something.
What could this possibly? It's one word.
One word.
Oh, I Googled it. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, now they would. I'm gonna go literal and say
Okay.
it's a slang term for someone that's got pneumonia.
Okay. Use that in a sentence.
Sorry to tell you, but Jarrod's got bat chest, no cap. That is not
Poor
Bussin.
Jarrod.
He's not gonna get into the new Fortnite game tonight. Will you be there? Yeah, I'll be there. I just gotta get the tofu hot wings ready because my mom's is still being a Twitch streamer or something like that. But hopefully
Okay.
makes a full recovery. That's all I got.
Okay.
This one's weird. This is
Uh,
the Zoomer humor I come for.
Stevie.
So I think it means saggy titties.
Okay. Okay.
Oh shit.
Because, you know, they shake
into
them
that.
left and right
Well-
and they be batting around on their
Jason's
That's-
into that.
I'm not into that as an idea, but I'm into
Well, plus, like-
that chest being a slang term for that.
whenever you looked it up and then reacted, Jarrod, I was
Oh,
thinking it had to
man.
be something sexual. So
Nope.
I went with saggy
No?
titties.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
So I don't need to put that in a sentence.
I think you still do though.
Oh.
You should definitely put that in a sentence.
Yeah.
I was at my best friend's grandma's house and she was bat chesting all over the place.
Gross. All
Jason's
right.
into that.
So
He's looking
bat
up.
chest.
Oh.
It's used to mock surprise and excitement when something unexpected occurs.
That one doesn't even make sense.
Bat chest.
Can you use that in a sentence for me, Scott?
Yeah.
Now that
That's
the
a good
game's-
question.
Now the game's over, I'm gonna look it up.
Let me see if I can find something that would make a good sentence.
Oh, it's a Twitch thing.
Yeah, it's,
It's
a Twitch, thing.
thing.
Yep.
Urban Dictionary.
Oh yes.
Still waiting on Scott's sentence.
I know. I'm trying to like come up with a sentence that like might work for it.
This guy's
It's
got
a
weird
mockery
ass-
to
So,
people.
like-
You got to get your kid to do that.
It's a
I
mockery
know.
to people who are excited to consumerism.
No, that sounds a little too serious for Zoomers.
Like
I
I
was gonna say,
love
it sounds
literally
way
just-
too serious for a
You
Twitch
choose
streamer.
mock surprise, like, oh, you actually got that question right. Bat chest.
Yeah, see, it says that part too. It says an excited face with a wide open mouth of a Twitch streamer, Curtis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Scott,
That is
I
a
already know
similar-
what part.
Who the
That's
fuck
what-
is Curtis
That's what
Scott?
that's what the emoji is, but the
And then-
actual like term, what it means is that
Well, I know there's like 3 parts to it.
Who is that?
I
Who is Curtis Scott?
I have
Scott.
no idea who Curtis Scott is.
I thought all
Scott,
Scotts knew each other. What the fuck?
He's a last name
First
Scott.
name Scott.
I'm on a first name basis, Scott.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
First
see.
name basis, Scott.
So you already know what we gotta do next, Scott. Twitch.
What we gotta do
slang.
next?
Twitch. Slang.
We've done that on an episode before. We actually did that back in like episode 50 something.
We've lost.
I
this episode.
remember
Let's
looking it
start
up.
over.
Yeah, we got to do it again.
Let's just take all the content from the lost episodes and redo them.
Just redo all of it. No, because like the people will listen and be like, you guys already did that. You're getting so tired.
That's
now."
what a reboot is.
That's true. You just do the same thing over again.
That's fair points, Jarrod.
All
It's
right.
also
Well,
chaos.
let's get into some new views for this week. Bling.
We'll get.
All right, so
audience will get those sounds working one day. Until then, it's
We
all
will.
mouth noises.
I feel
It's
like I might
already
need
2
to like.
weeks in.
I feel like I need to like re-upload them again. Maybe they're just like broken.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so new views. So there's a bunch of new trailers and stuff that have come out over the past like couple weeks. So we kind of wanted to like
It's like
run through
movie
'em.
theaters are open.
Yeah, it's like movie theaters are open, or it's also like Christmas season kind of. But
Okay.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with more of a Halloweeny one that I saw a couple weeks ago that I thought was worth bringing up. That like did get a lot of like acclaim or like promotion, but it's called Significant Other. And it's on Paramount, and it's got our boy Plop in it, Jake Lacey from The Office originally, and
I was gonna say it's got Micah Monroe in it as well.
yeah, she's from It Follows.
It Follows. But I didn't recognize.
Yep.
I didn't recognize the dude, but I kind of recognized the dude. But I'm not sure
Yeah.
how I recognize.
Jason didn't
the
watch
dude.
The Office.
He was in High Fidelity as well, the
The
series.
series? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He hasn't done like many other crazy. I don't know if you've seen White Lotus. He's in that.
Maybe it sounds familiar.
I don't know, but
Did
regardless,
this also come out around the same time as Dahmer?
I think so. Yeah,
And that's why no one heard about it.
yeah,
Kind of.
yeah. It came out within the last like
Serial killer lovers.
you weirdos and people eating people. But it's a super sweet movie. Basically, like I didn't know what to expect going into it. I thought it was going to be some kind of like thriller, like one of the two of them is the killer or whatever. But it takes like this weird turn, and like they definitely have set it up for a sequel as well, which I kind of hope they do now, because it's like it's very unique and it becomes very sci-fi and less like horror-y. But I don't want to give you more than that because I don't want to spoil it. But I definitely recommend you watch it.
So
Will
the
there be
trailer-
terror?
Not a lot of terror.
Then Jason's out. He's only got one emotion, remember? It's terror.
Terror.
No. Film only makes me feel one thing, and that's horror terror. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's the only thing you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning like I watch horror movies because it's the only thing that gives me anything back. Every other movie, nothing wrong with movies of any kind. It's just that the only time I feel anything in a movie is something when it's spooky. I watched the trailer for this one. It looked good. It reminded me of a game you played that I will play one day called The Forest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's not like that at all.
But shout out to The
Similar
Forest. That's a
vibe.
pretty good game.
That is a good game. The Forest is a dope game. But no, it's not like that at all. I honestly I was expecting like you watch the trailer and you think, oh shit, like one of those two are like definitely like gonna kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something completely different than that. And
Something
that's all
involving
I'm gonna say.
Smurf fluids as well. The blue stuff.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I literally can't.
Smurfing all over the place?
I can't say anything else. I'm just
that's
saying you
fine.
need to watch it. You need to watch it.
We'll have to watch it together sometime, Scott.
Yeah,
When you
it's a
live
good one.
closer to me.
It's a good
in
one.
the future.
Soon, in the next few months. All right, so let's get into this big one that's going to be very contentious, or maybe not. The new Christmas Story Christmas trailer. This sucker comes out November 17th on HBO Max. I can say I will not be getting an HBO Max subscription to watch it.
I never watched the first one.
Oof.
I get the references, and that's about it.
See,
It was you that
last-
haven't watched A Christmas Story. That's
No,
what we're
see,
gonna
it
watch.
It was me.
last week.
Nope.
I haven't seen it either, but I don't remember you saying you didn't see it last week. Did you just?
How
You
was-
just.
I've seen the trailer. I've seen this trailer.
Oh.
I've never seen the first Christmas Story.
Yeah, I watched the
I
trailer.
get the
It looks
references like the trophy and you'll shoot your eye out and Santa kicking the kid in the face down the slide because I've seen the clips enough. The movie itself has never appealed to me.
We gotta watch the movie. It's 2 out of 2.
Wow.
Scott, you've seen The Christmas Story, right?
Oh yeah, like that's one of Ashley's favorite Christmas movies. We'll probably
This-
have the TBS 24-hour marathon on around
Blech.
Christmas Eve.
This is on the list. We're gonna watch Gremlins next, 1 and 2. A very good choice. But we gotta watch Christmas Story. It is worth watching.
Cannot believe you guys haven't seen A Christmas Story.
This
Like as much as it's
crazy.
been on, like your entire
Skip it.
lives.
I mean,
Skip it.
Wow.
I watch other Christmas
I avoid
movies.
TBS.
I did
So
watch.
does it?
I did watch the trailer for the new one though, and it looks like it would be all right, but it doesn't look like something that would appeal to me.
It looks awful. I
Yeah.
just
think, yeah. So in regards to the trailer, I mean, it's kind of a cringy trailer. It uses a lot
It
of.
is.
We could do a talking about thinking about trailer tropes that are driving me out of my fucking skin. But we'll save that for another day.
So,
'Cause there's
so
certain,
is that a
like-
Jason soapbox?
I think it is. That sounds like a Jason soapbox to me.
We can
We're gonna
get to
go
that.
ahead and add that
Put
for.
that on the list because
Oh, it's on there.
things got weird when narration left the art of trailer when the guy died essentially. But the thing is about like the
Oh, did that
trailer-
guy with that voice die?
Yeah, that was
Piece of
years
shit,
ago,
bro.
Scott.
In a world. That guy?
Yes, that guy.
He's
Are
dead.
you
How is
telling
there
me-
not another
I
guy
was
that
about to
sounds
say,
like him?
Are you telling me that, dude, even Bo Burnham could do that?
In a world. I
Well,
could probably do it.
in
Just
my
drop my voice
thesis-
like an octave.
in my thesis statement on what makes trailers annoying now, I'll go into how his death changed the world. He was the Jesus Christ of movie trailerdom, and the world fell into a darkness upon his death. But we'll get to that. Save all that for a later date.
My man's
I wanna
writing the
say-
paper.
It's been a while. What I am saying is that the trailer, it just feels really unnecessary in every capacity. I'm glad that the guy who I don't remember his name, but I'm surprised he's alive. This movie's not as old as I thought it was. B,
Peter
I'm glad-
Billingsley?
Yeah, I'm glad he's getting
Come on,
the bag.
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Corbin Stubbs, man.
But
Corbin
the dad died though. So
Yeah.
it kind of like took one of the most
dead.
important characters already out of the movie.
I mean, you can't expect the guy to still be alive.
I feel like
Could.
the reason that they're making it, is because they can't come up with new shit, and those people are still alive. So they're like, why not? Yeah,
It
exactly.
That's the reason they're making
Nostalgia.
it.
Nostalgia monies.
It's
Grab that
weird
money.
how, like, I don't hate this movie just because it's a sequel to a thing. It's just like it seems like it just every single joke in the trailer seems like a turbo dud.
It's so awful. And you know what? You know what really annoys me? They waited 40 years to put a sequel out to this thing. Why?
Footnote: technically,
40 years.
Technically, this is the third movie because there's a
Was there a
sequel-
second one?
There's this buck wild sequel to A Christmas Story that I've only seen once, and they go to the World's Fair. It's weird.
Oh, it came out in 2012.
No, that's not it either. No. What are you looking at? Put it in the
Dude.
chat.
Look up A Christmas Story 2. Like, there's one that came out in 2012.
Nah, it's impossible. This
It's
movie is-
possible. Daniel Stern played the old man.
Oh wow.
They had a whole new cast for it.
Yeah, this isn't it. Give me a second.
Okay, so there is a second one. What is the second one called?
I don't remember. That's the problem. I just know that plot wise, it's got
A Christmas Story with a vengeance.
No, it's got nothing to do with Christmas. Is the funny part. They go to
Starring,
the Chicago-
starring Braden LeMasters. Braden is such a white kid name.
It's just
I'm
a
gonna call-
Zoomer name.
I'm gonna call my kid that. Oh, this one might be lost to time. I swear to you, this movie is real. My Summer Story came out in 1994. I think is this it? Is this
Does it have Peter Billingsley in it? There's no way that that's it. No, it doesn't have Peter Billingsley. It has like the Culkin brothers, except for Macaulay. It has Kieran and Christian.
Macaulay's going through some shit.
Christian.
Now it's 94, so he was like going through some shit.
All right,
Wait,
audience.
are
we're
you
gonna-
telling
Oh,
me-
you're right. It does say in this sequel to A Christmas Story, Ralphie Parker, Kieran
What's it called?
Culkin struggles to find the perfect spinning top with which to defeat his old rival, Scut Farkas. That
Scott
is
Farkas.
ridiculous. Yeah,
But
Scut
do they go to
Farkas
the
is,
World's
like,
Fair?
The bad kid. Possibly.
Is that
Did
part
you
of the
say
story?
Christian Culkin? How many Culkin kids are there?
I
I
don't
know about Rory and Kieran and
Oh,
Macaulay.
so there's a Rory too. So
Rory
there's got to be
is-
4.
Jeez.
You
I
must
bet you
bear
there's
with us
like
as we
8 of
Google
them.
things.
Culkin
It's
kids.
insane. So many Culkin kids. I mean, Kieran Culkin is in that Succession show now. I don't know if
Okay.
you guys have ever watched that, but like, don't, because it's depressing.
I was right. I was right. You're right. It is My Summer Story. Okay. Audience, thank you for. I don't like to go down Google rabbit holes on podcasts. It's one of the podcasting sins, but it's important. Here's why the new one sucks a bag of dicks. The original Christmas Story movie is actually really, really good. And the reason it's really good is because it's very well written and very well paced. It's a genuinely good
is.
movie. It's
It has a
solid.
good story,
It's funny.
and it's
shit.
like it's funny, and it holds up.
Funny. It holds up. It is a bone.
Yeah.
Like, what's the Rotten Tomatoes on A Christmas Story? It has to be something like pretty good because it's just a good movie.
It's
They
just a
even do
classic,
Rotten
man.
Tomatoes for those movies.
I don't think
They have to.
There's probably Rotten Tomato reviews for certain YouTube videos these days.
I'm surprised that
60
hold on, there we go. It's a 90%.
based. Okay, yeah. So it's just a genuinely good. That's why we're gonna watch it on the. We're gonna call
We're
this.
not
new
going to be able to
segment-
watch it on the podcast.
No. We're gonna call this. Although I have a really funny idea that we could do involving movies, but I'll go to later. We're gonna call this TWT at the movies. That's what that segment is called. TWT at the movies. But
TWT ATM.
TWT ATM.
It's too much to remember.
No
I
doubt.
guarantee you. And I'll have to like find a way to get back into Netflix because I lost my password. I was using someone else's account when I got my new PlayStation. Because I don't know if any
Admission
other
of
way to
guilt.
watch it.
Admission of guilt. I'm pointing at you.
Another one got it.
I lost
We
it.
got two of them.
But I got nothing to hide. But what I can promise you is that the new Christmas Story will not be half as funny as the original. But it could be
No.
wrong. I'm always open to being wrong. But it's just like that movie, the original one, and when we sit down and watch it, it just hangs up so good. It's so good.
It's good.
It's
I'm telling
crazy.
you, the new one, I might not even watch it.
It looks
I probably will. I just don't want to ruin, you know?
I have
You don't want to ruin the legacy.
I have a guilty
And I
pleasure
figured I'd do
Christmas movie, but we could probably talk about that in a list at some
Yeah.
point.
Die Hard.
Oh
2.
yeah, we actually I've got it set up for so one of the December episodes we're gonna do a top 5 best Christmas movies. So
Well, I
Have you
know
done-
that one's going to be in there for Jason.
Have we done?
It might be.
If Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
My
or not?
Summer
I can't
Story.
remember.
we've done that.
We've discussed
we've
it.
done it.
Technically, it's
Yeah, we
not,
definitely have.
but It technically is.
All right, so we go from
Those
that
are good
Christmas
stuff.
movie to one called Violent Night that has David Harbour
This one I'll
and
watch.
For
and
sure.
my boy John Leguizamo, who I love.
Oh, yeah.
He's the man in everything. I first loved him in Romeo and Juliet back in 1996.
The Pest.
And The Pest, also around that time.
Pest.
That was like his heyday, man. That's
I've
when
never
John
seen The Pest,
Leguizamo was John
unfortunately.
Leguizamo.
He
It's
was-
so
Oh,
funny.
watch The Pest.
He was in Spawn
So
as
funny.
well.
And
He was
Spawn.
in
Oh, yeah.
Spawn.
Oh,
He was
dude.
the clown.
The
So many
guy,
good movies.
the guy who's directing this movie directed Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2, which is a really funny horror movie. That's
Oh,
just
really?
another reason to go see. Yeah, shouts out to that movie. That was a good one.
Shouts out.
Hey.
Yeah.
He's back, baby.
Back.
Got it.
So I actually watched the trailer for this movie today, and
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it just because David Harbour's in it, and he's going to be doing David Harbour stuff, and I like David Harbour. So
Well, it's from the director of Nobody, which is the movie that has Bob Odenkirk in it, where he just like beats the shit out of people.
I never saw this.
Um,
Is it any
Jason
good?
Bourne.
yeah,
Jason
so,
Bourne,
so
but like old.
I don't like that movie because it's just the same old Taken, Jason Bourne kind of film. But
Yeah. But this one
shout
looks
out to
pretty
Bob
dope.
Odenkirk, man, he's pretty good actor.
I do love
I-
some Bob Odenkirk.
the plot. Just seen it.
Have we all seen Taken?
Yeah, long
Okay,
time ago.
I have a certain set of skills.
I haven't seen
Certain
Taken
set of
15
skills.
though, or however many
Yeah,
they ended up
it's-
making.
Taken 2,
it's-
Electric Boogaloo.
It's more than 15, that's for sure. Okay, well, yeah, I'm excited for this movie just because.
So Violent Night.
I haven't. It's
Yeah.
just Die Hard. Santa Die Hard. Like, it's something that feels original, which is hard to
It
come by
does.
sometimes in life, especially in the entertainment industry where everything's just a Marvel movie remake. But it's just like I'm excited to see it.
And it's like, how often do you get to see Santa Claus beat the shit out of people?
Yeah,
It's rare,
Rare.
unless you
I
go to
can't-
the wrong store.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I
If
can
you
only
go to
think
the
of
wrong
like
store, they
I
might.
can only
bet.
think of like two other things:
What?
Bad Santa and South Park.
Yeah.
But
Santa
like
versus
South Park,
Jesus.
South Park's
Jesus.
cartoon,
Yeah.
but the Bad Santa. I mean, this one, like David Harbour's actually Santa Claus, like IRL Santa Claus, not just some guy
Dressed
in
up
a
as
suit.
Bad Santa, or dressed
Yeah.
up as Santa.
I've never
Exactly,
seen
so-
Bad Santa. Is that any good?
Yeah,
It's okay.
you can skip
Okay.
it.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's like you got a couple hours to kill. Maybe throw it on.
I feel like the only
maybe
It
don't.
reason,
exists.
Or
I feel
maybe
like
don't.
the only reason people
it in
saw
mind.
that movie is because this was pre-internet days, where you
Yeah.
just like rented a movie and you were like, "What the hell," you know?
Yeah. And it was just like super vulgar and people were into that shit for a little while.
It was a
Oh, yeah.
very 2003 movie. My favorite.
It was.
My favorite Billy Bob movie is still. What is it
Sling Blade.
called?
Slang
Blade.
Blade.
It's a great movie.
Biscuit, salsa, biscuit, mustard.
No, this man. Kill the guy.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang bang. Sauce biscuit man. I love sauce biscuit. So, but I mean, that's a movie we'll have to all watch together. No, I think this one will be very good. I look forward to seeing it. We got the movie element to the new reboot of TWT is very exciting because it gives me a chance to see new things that I like. The Goonies, not bad, but the Gremlins 1 and 2, baby, is coming up next. Let's get it.
Excited. All right, so Stevie, you have seen the Al Yankovic story movie. How was that this week?
That's fantastic. I'd say that's like a 15 out of 10. Like Daniel Radcliffe, or they call him D-Rad if you're
D-Rad
in the
Bday.
circle. Like, I don't know.
The real fans.
The Zoomers, I
real
guess.
fans,
The
D-Rad.
Sims got it.
the Harry
Anyways,
Potter fans.
So
Sims.
that movie is so good. He does such a great, take on Weird Al. Now all the music and shit that's in the movie is still Weird Al singing, but they lip synced it pretty well. And I don't know if you know this or not, but Rainn Wilson plays a big role in that movie too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's quirky
He's
as
in
hell.
one of the trailers.
It's quirky as hell, just like Walk Hard, Dewey Cox. But it's not vulgar at all. I mean, there's like some violence and like some, alcohol use and stuff, but it's not like motherfucker and motherfucker,
Motherfucker and motherfucker.
And you know how hard
Would
it is. It's hard to make a good movie these days and, not cuss. Looking at you, Seth
Yeah.
Rogen.
Well, because like Weird Al is never cusses. Like he's never sworn in any of his music at all.
Right,
So
yeah.
that's just kind of a shtick.
Is it
Yeah,
a biopic, Stevie? Is it like
It is, but it's also like an exaggerated version. So
It's a satire biopic,
so
kind of
there's-
like Walk Hard was.
Exactly, yeah. There's some stuff in it that's not true, but it's mixed in there with some stuff that is true.
Yeah.
Like
A
for
parody,
example,
if you will.
like his first song ever that he did was actually recorded in a bus station bathroom, and they do that in the movie.
Yeah. So this movie originally came from a Funny or Die skit from like 10 years ago that was called Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Yep.
And they just decided finally that they were just going to make it into a movie. So the same guy that directed the Funny or Die skit actually directed this movie too.
Oh, dope.
Eric,
So-
it's like Eric Apple. or
Apple.
something?
Yeah. Eric Apple. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I don't have the Roku channel, but I think
That's
you can
on
like,
you.
Yeah,
You
because
can
it
get it
is
pretty easy.
free to watch. You just
Yeah.
have to have the Roku channel.
Roku.
Roku.
So a couple other movies we'll go through real quick. Knives Out, the Glass Onion trailer.
Damn, I
just
want to watch
dropped
that.
recently.
Actually.
Dude, it looks
Great
so
movie.
dope, man.
I haven't
Ugh.
seen that trailer, but I saw the first movie and it was awesome.
Yeah,
I've
this one
seen none
looks
of the above.
more. You haven't seen the first Knives Out?
So
You got
good.
to, man.
Missed it.
It's so good.
Is it on Netflix
It's
yet?
fantastic.
It probably will be.
I gotta look up the
because like
cast
the
for
new one's
that.
going to be on Netflix.
Oh,
on the new
yeah, it
for the
is.
new one,
Yeah.
the new one's got Dave Bautista, Kate Hudson,
Edward Norton,
Edward Norton.
Is he
Oh,
going to
wow,
complain
so-
that he's not Hulk enough?
Daniel Craig
He
is
might.
back in it, huh?
Oh yeah, Daniel
Yeah.
Craig's like the main guy.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the
Oh,
inspector again.
Of course, Catherine Hahn. Some Ethan Hawke action. Man, it's like an all-star cast.
Wasn't
Yep.
the first one an all-star cast?
Yeah, the first one was great too.
All-star
Yeah.
cast. Double
Oh
star.
well, it's got
Yeah.
that. It's got that.
Chris
one
Evans.
chick. Kareem
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Abdul-Jabbar.
What? Nice.
It's got
Love
that
that.
chick from Orange Is the New Black in there.
Didn't know he
Oh,
was
that
still
narrows it
alive.
down.
I can't remember her name, but she was like, she was the lesbian redhead with the curly hair.
That doesn't
that
narrow
one.
it down.
Nope.
Laura Prepon?
No,
It's the only one I know who's in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, that's all I know too.
I was about to say I know who that is. God, what was her name in that show?
I've only ever saw one scene from that movie. It was someone get hit by a bus, and it was hilarious. That's all I know about that show.
It's a pretty good show, but it went on for too many seasons.
I did not like it. I remember the moment I stopped watching. I think I saw 3 episodes, maybe 4.
Nikki. She
And
plays Nikki.
this girl just like walks up and like squats and just takes a pee on the floor in front of this other girl. I'm like, I'm good. I've seen enough.
Real.
I'm done. I'm out.
I just like I clearly walked in like a climactic scene in the story at the wrong time, and I was sort of like, damn, that poor lady just got hit by a bus. This sucks.
I mean,
I
it does
felt
have Jason in it. God, what's his fucking name? The dude from American Pie.
Biggs.
Jason Biggs. Dude, that
Baby.
guy is so good. I wish he was in more movies. But yeah, he's in it. He's in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in the first season. All right, and then so the last movie we got was a Jarrod rec, Spirited, with
Spirited. We're back to Christmas again.
with Will Ferrell and
Man.
Ryan Reynolds.
I'm confused. Is this a sequel to Elf?
No, has nothing to do with Elf.
No.
Nothing to do
It's
with
more of a modern take of Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
I've never seen A Christmas Carol. Wait, no. What's the one where the dude's gonna kill himself and it's like, yo, dog, don't kill yourself.
It's a Wonderful
good.
Life.
That's a Wonderful
Yeah.
Life.
Never seen that one.
You haven't seen that?
No.
That was a staple for my dad every Christmas, so I've seen it at least once.
My dude's got to
Yeah,
get
I've seen
that.
a few
every year.
He's got to get that movie channel, man, for December.
Yeah, for real.
What was it
Freeform,
called?
man.
Channel
Freeform.
29? Freeform.
Freeform.
Freeform?
Treeform.
P-form.
P4.
Chloroform.
So yeah, this movie looks okay. I don't know. I feel like I've
I
seen
don't know. It's got
so
like
many times.
Scrooged elements to it.
Well, I think
it's gonna be hard for me to get past that.
I watched
Never
that
seen
trailer
Scrooged.
I love
earlier.
Scrooged.
I watched
Scrooge
it
is
before
so
we
good.
started because
amazing.
I hadn't seen the trailer yet, and I'll be
Mhm.
honest with you, I think I'm over the Ryan Reynolds stuff because he's just the same guy in every movie now. You know, he's being
Now?
yeah, he's typecast as the quirky Ryan
Now?
Reynolds character.
Now
You're just saying now?
Loved him
Yeah.
to
He's been the
death.
same character since Two Guys and a Girl in a Pizza Place.
Great movie.
I mean, I
loved
don't
him
know
TV
to
show.
death.
Well, I'm
TV
over.
show.
I'm over the hype. Then I'm over the hype.
Detective Pikachu, fucking Oscar-worthy performance. I love that. I love Detective Pikachu. That movie was so good.
So let me
Ryan
tell you,
Reynolds was Pikachu.
the movie is good. The movie is good because of Justice Wilson. However, I am too big of a Pokemon fan to sign off on Ryan Reynolds being Pikachu.
Who would you cast
Oh,
as
man.
Pikachu?
A real life Pikachu.
Yeah,
Jonathan
would-
Pikachu.
I would have got some,
John
I would
Pikachu.
have
He
got
would
like,
have gone with Chris Pratt.
no. Well, first of all, I wouldn't have done that shit. I wouldn't have done what they did, but I mean, because Pikachu,
Don't worry,
Stevie-
you're getting a sequel for it.
Stevie is a Pokemon purist.
Pikachu has always been voiced by a Japanese lady, not a white man that plays the same character and everything.
Damn.
And
Stevie
his silence.
hates Ryan Reynolds.
I
Blows
don't
me
hate
up
Ryan
the
Reynolds.
podcast.
I love Ryan Reynolds. I'm just kind of over those performances. I mean, because like, dude, I like Deadpool. You know,
See,
And
I
I-
feel that way about Deadpool. I watched this. I was like, okay, cool.
and I
So,
liked him in
guess, whatever.
Just Friends. Was it called Just Friends from like the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Yep,
With
he was
Amy
really good.
Smart.
He was good in The Proposal with Sandra Bullock.
Yep, that's a good movie too. Honestly, I forgot that was him. I thought it was somebody else.
No, that's
I
a banger.
got a bad memory of that.
That movie's
Detective
Same
busting.
character, though.
Pikachu.
No cap.
No
Yeah,
cap
I
to
mean,
Detective Pikachu.
It was just really cool to see live action Pokemon, but yeah, I don't. Ryan Reynolds got it because he's Ryan Reynolds, you know, not because he's a good voice actor.
I'm gonna disagree on this one. I thought he put a real solid performance in. Like he
Well-
sold me on his particular Pikachu. His particular Pikachu.
Particular
Pikachu.
Technically, okay. I mean, he wasn't
And then-
actually a Pikachu though. He was just a guy that got put into a Pikachu. So technically,
And when he
it's okay.
And when he comes out of being Pikachu, he is the most handsome man I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's Ryan Reynolds. He's not
Yeah,
anybody
he-
else.
He doesn't look like Professor Zaddy. I'm like, dang.
He looks like
Man's got it
Professor
going on.
Ryan Reynolds,
Handsome
man.
man. That movie's fantastic. Is there gonna be a
Anyways,
sequel? I hope so. I really
I'll
hope so.
probably watch the
Really
Spirited movie just because I like Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. You know, with all that being said, I still like Ryan Reynolds. Okay, I don't want people to think I don't.
There's nothing wrong with shitting on the R-Dubs. He's a Canadian anyway. It doesn't fucking matter.
Whoa. I think that's actually bad to say. I don't think you might need to edit that
Sorry,
out.
Canadian listeners or viewers.
Yeah, I think
Jason does not speak for
if
all
this
of
was
us.
Twitch, I think that would be against TOS right there.
It might be.
So I'm not Twitch.
That would be Monka TOS right there. Monka TOS.
Well, he did say he loved
What does
Ryan
that mean?
Reynolds before he said that, so I guess it's like he's back to zero. You know
This
what
is
I
why
mean?
we
Yeah.
gotta do a new Twitch slangs. I have no idea what words you just put together in your mouth, Scott.
Monka TOS.
He's ignorant. He don't know what he's doing, man.
Stay
It's like
tuned.
Mega against terms of services. All right. So that's all the movies and TV shows we got for you in new views. Let's move on to Is It In? Question mark. Boo, 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 boo.
One day, not today.
One
All
can
right, so
only
let's
hope.
talk. Is it in? Is it in? This is a segment in which we talk about things that are in style or back in style. And today we're going to talk about Crocs. Are Crocs really popular again? They have come back.
They're all over the place.
And
Were they ever
speaking
out of
of-
style?
Speaking of Pokemon, literally minutes after we decided on this segment, I got an email from Journeys, the shoe store, about Pokemon Crocs.
Wow.
So bringing that all back around.
Well, there is a new card set coming out Friday and a new game next week. So Pokemon's pretty hot this holiday.
So Crocs then.
I said earlier today to a coworker something was a bunch of Croc, and then he sent me a GIF of Crocs. So I'm gonna say yes.
Am I the only
People have
person?
been wearing Crocs for a while.
Am I
Actually,
the only person?
and my roommate the other day was wearing Crocs, and he went out of his way to talk about them.
Am I the only person that's never owned a pair of Crocs and talking about?
I've never owned or worn a pair of Crocs.
Neither have I.
I'm not. It doesn't. It just doesn't seem like the Jason style. Also, I feel like it would result in incredibly stinky feet.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Well,
vibes.
So I used to watch this Fisher YouTube channel, this fisherman on YouTube named John B. Shout out to John B. Fun videos, but he actually used Crocs for their purpose, which they're actually meant to be shoes that you wear in small streams. Like while he's fishing and stuff, he's standing in like foot deep water with Crocs on. That's what they're actually meant for. So
I just keep thinking of the meme, blame it on my roots. I showed up in Crooks, and it's like the Crocs, but they're boot Crocs. And I can't find the meme at all, so I'd share it. But
that sounds like a bunch of bat chest.
Bat chest.
My definition of bat chest, not
no, Chussy, no, Tweezy. What was the term?
Chuggy.
Chuggy. Yeah,
Chuggy.
Crooks are very chuggy.
Crooks are chuggy.
You know, I'll put it to you this way. I've been going back on online dating, partially for the fun of it, partially for like to realize how much I don't like it. But if I met a nice girl and
He's backing out, Scott.
I know.
Well, we can get into why a little later. Not this episode. What I'm saying is that if I met a nice lady and she's cool and she rock Crocs,
deal breaker?
No, but I'd have to convince myself that it's not a deal breaker. But I let her off the hook.
You'd have to keep a big ass bottle of like Gold Bond on the sink in your bathroom. That way she knows what's up.
Yeah, keep them feet dry.
Yeah,
because like I mean, just because I'm not like a Croc shoe dude. I've never. It's just not. It's just not. I'll put it to you this way. I mostly just rock like Converse All Stars these days, and if I'm walking,
I feel that.
I have a pair of like Skechers for
yeah, I was about to say like when I was a young buck, back in the 60s or whatever.
Back in 1964.
Yeah.
64.
I wore sandals and flip flops back then, but like as an adult, I haven't really done that.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that who am I to judge people's style? I'm not here like rocking Balenciaga or anything. I'm gonna shut up and let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. I do have a question though. What are Crocs made out of? They always look like they're like made out of like foam.
Yeah, like
it kind of is foam. So I've owned
foam.
I've owned at least one pair. I had
Why?
one pair of the regular Crocs a long time ago. I haven't owned one in a while. But I can say when we went to the beach this year, I bought some of the Crocs sandals because they're super comfortable. And also, like, I hate buying sandals that actually like feel like soaking wet when you go in the water. So like with
True.
Crocs, like they don't get soaking wet. You can just walk around wherever you want to. The sand just beats right off of them. It's perfect. Now,
Beats right off.
say,
right off.
beats right off, bro. So saying that, I would never wear them outside of that. Like,
Dude, I'm looking at those Pokemon Crocs right now.
oh god.
Uh-oh.
I might buy those and like not wear them, but like keep them as a collector's piece.
What do we got?
So Crocs are made of Croslite, a proprietary material. It's mostly composed of polyethylene vinyl acetate.
Sounds dangerous.
And
Yeah, it sounds
that's
very
it.
flammable. I'm looking at these Pokemon
I don't like
Crocs
all
right
those
now.
words.
Those are pretty
Pokemon
dope,
Crocs.
actually.
Pokemon.
Wait, did you
Crocs.
see more than one design? I just saw like Pikachu design.
Yeah, just the Pikachu design, I think.
I'm actually on Crocs
No,
website.
there's some
Wow,
other
Yeah.
ones.
Crocs.com.
I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but like I didn't realize they sold their shoes on a website. I always thought you'd had to go through a dealer.
Dude,
No, you go to like Academy.
can we also talk about how expensive Crocs are for like how
They're
little
really
you're getting?
ding dang expensive.
60,
It's like
Ding dang
60
expensive.
$60
the ding dang
hairs.
dong. Yeah, $60 hairs for
And that's
like,
not counting those little
clogs.
decorations you can pop in them.
Right. The decorations are expensive too.
Wait, are you
You
joking?
get, like,
my
three
ass?
of them for like 10
decorations.
No.
I
That-
would never joke your
That
ass.
shit doesn't come with it.
No.
No.
It is. I'm looking right now. The Pokemon Giblets charms, you get 5 of them for $25.
Oh, okay.
And it's legit just this little crappy rubber thing that sticks into,
Oh yeah,
into
trust
the
me, dude.
croc.
I saw it on Shark Tank. It was not called that, but same shit.
Yep.
But it looks like the Pokemon one comes with it. But I see what you're talking about. They sell the Pokemon Giblet charms or Gibbets charms separate as well.
I just found they have a kids version of the Pokemon that has all the Pokemonies on it. I don't know what the hell they're
All the
called.
Pokemonies.
All the Pokemonies.
First of all, Pokemon is like deer. You can just say Pokemon
Okay.
for multiples. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Pokemon then.
Steve's a real
Like
Pokemon
moose.
aficionado.
Listen, man. All right. There's only
so I'm
two-
a Pokemon
Moose is
these
not
Pokemon.
meese.
Two things that I really know a lot of shit about, and Pokemon is one of them.
What's the other one?
Pokemon Snap.
Crocs.
Pokemon
Chef
Snap.
Boyardee, of course. Nah.
Chef
Slaps.
Boyardee.
Wrestling, man.
Oh yeah, wrestling.
But
Wrestling.
they're not bussing. I think
You
that's
don't
what
think?
I'm trying to say about Crocs. They're the kind of style, like if you wear Crocs, you probably have like a Lake Life sticker somewhere in your proximity. And that's not wrong with that. I'm just saying it's like
I feel like a lot
Not
of
like
like
life.
I feel like a lot of influencer type people are wearing the Crocs now, man.
Are
They're rocking the Croc.
Crocs an irony stage? Do you have any examples?
I feel like they are. I don't know.
They
if you
hit
guys know,
irony stage at one point when all adults started wearing them.
Oh yeah,
But
I don't-
But
do you guys
the
know
kids
Ludwig?
Continued to wear them.
Ludwig, one of the well, he was a Twitch streamer, but he's on YouTube now. Ludwig Ogren wears Crocs like unironically. They're like just a thing now, I guess. I don't know.
So on
I
Amazon,
don't know,
them shits are $109, but on the actual Croc site, they're $60.
I found some for
That's pretty
40
ridiculous.
As well. This is the everybody Amazon's prices part of the podcast. Welcome aboard, audience members. Thank you for sticking around. You too can Google prices for Crocs. Do you
Yeah, I'm
want
gonna stay
Pokemon
out
Crocs?
of. I don't want.
Do you
Crocs, man.
want Formula One Crocs? Do
Oh
you want,
God!
Do you want? Just tell me.
Listen, there's a Croc for everyone.
a
Okay.
Croc
There's
for every
probably-
foot.
There's probably a ramen Croc with like
A ramen Croc.
sriracha
Ramen Crocs.
gibbets.
Cromin.
Crap.
I don't know.
I think.
All
the
right,
big-
so let's find it. Are Crocs in? I guess they are.
sure.
I guess they never left.
They're chuggy.
I feel
but
like they
they're
did
in.
leave,
They're chuggy.
but they're back.
I
They're
think
back.
I definitely just like footwear that's super flat. That's what I'm realizing. These do not look flat. They look chunky.
They're pretty comfy though.
I'm pretty
I'll be real,
devoted
they're
to
pretty
New
comfy.
Balance. You know, it's a good shoe.
I'm making some Monarchs
Okay.
next, actually.
We're a Converse family, so I think we probably collectively own like 20 pairs of Converse. I just
be
actually I built my daughter a pair of Converse for her birthday this year, like those
Nice.
custom ones. It was pretty sweet.
They're my favorite driving shoe.
Aw.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah,
a
I
next?
wear Vans.
What's next on the Are You In list?
Damn, Stevie.
Is it in? That's it. We only
Look
do
at us.
one.
Oh,
He's
just
skipping to
one?
new episodes.
All right,
We wanted this episode to be over with. Now he wants new episodes to start.
I gotta
Oh,
watch some
man.
Pokemon wrestling bullshit right now. God damn it.
Listen, I didn't know. I thought there was more than one thing.
The
No,
beauty-
read the Discord.
I felt like we were being a little disrespectful by spending 15 minutes on Crocs, but I get it.
The beauty
No.
of this new version of Talking About Thinking is watching Steven in real time learn about podcasting. There's
And learn
no-
about
There's nothing wrong
talking
with
without thinking.
This is not me shit talking in any capacity. There's no skill set in life you cannot learn. Generally, I can't like football or whatever. What I'm trying to say is it's fun to watch someone learn how to podcast, because this is going to sound real cocky, but I think that me, Scott, and Jarrod could probably keep the ball going nonstop for like 12 hours because we can just like bullshit nonstop. But it's just fun to watch, because
That's pretty much what we
I promise you, this is me going into Oprah mode, Oprah podcast mode. Like 3 months from now, you'll look back and you'll be like, damn, I've learned a lot about podcasting.
I know how to cast.
You know how to cast.
And you'll
It was
see me
in
in
you.
the street and you'll be like, hey, nice cast.
It was in you all along.
Man, he is using 2 weeks from now's echoes.
That's episode 92 right there.
I know.
Yeah, gone, wiped out.
Well, he's still got two more for 92.
No.
No, he's got two more for 93.
93.
I'm out.
Yeah, you're
All
right.
right, let's move on to who's having the best week of the week, and let's close this mock out.
Rippity rap.
Yep. Bling, bing, 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 best week of the week. There we go. This is a jam.
It's totally Jason's echo maker.
It was. All right. So there's not a lot of people having a great week this week, but
Damn.
I feel like,
He's a realist.
listen, well, we're going to talk for a second about the best week of the week, people that love daylight savings time, because there are those people out there.
Who?
There are people out there. Listen, I don't know if you guys remember, but like 6 months
than the
ago, they were talking about passing a law that makes daylight savings all the time.
It got
So like
stuck
we
in the
would
house.
never change.
None of these ones ever
The
come
time.
around.
Yeah,
No,
I
I think it
remember that.
passed. I think it passed.
Did it pass?
It's stuck in
It's
the
supposed to
house.
be you spring forward one last time next year, and it's supposed to be done.
And that wipes it out.
That's
So
what
there
I
was a
thought.
fight.
Oh,
Like I feel
goodness.
like there was a battle between like the daylight savings people and like the fallback people. And like it was just a clash for a little while. And I didn't realize there were that many people that were that passionate about daylight savings time, but apparently there are.
Admittedly, this is the one where you don't lose an hour of sleep.
Yeah, I like this
No
one.
cap.
No
But-
cap.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one.
It's
I love the
dumb as
fallback.
shit.
Supposedly gaining an hour.
But like I was telling Scott earlier this week, when you have a cat or a dog, it doesn't make a
It-
difference.
it
You
doesn't
still
matter.
get woke up at that time because they don't use clocks. They just know.
They do. They do.
You know, like the cat that I've been hanging out with and feeding a lot. I feed him like 3 times a day. He definitely
cat.
knows to show up around like 8 o'clock, noon, and then around 6 o'clock. That's what
He's got you trained, man.
He
He's
knows.
got you
Yeah.
trained.
He's
I tell him to
simping
keep his
your
little cat
ass.
watch. No, well, he's simping from. I trained him like 8 o'clock, noon, and then like in the afternoon. It's fine.
That's what you think, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's dumb. It never was a farming thing. Apparently, it's just something. It was a bullshit attempt to like change and save the energy grid. But it's just
Yeah.
fucking annoying. Because now it's like
Yeah,
the
it's
night.
real
It's like
stupid.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's dark. I'm gonna start drinking more because I got nothing else to do. I don't drink a lot. I'm gonna start drinking. Because why? Because it's freaking dark at 5 o'clock. What's the way I do?
But
I hate it.
I don't know.
As soon as the sun
Go
leaves,
for a walk.
As soon as the
I do that
sun
usually.
leaves, Jason
Yeah,
pops
me
the
too.
bottle. He says, "I'm not
I
doing
try.
it sober."
I'll
It's
probably
like-
just end up doing push-ups though. That
like,
gives
man.
me way less indigestion. Push-ups don't give me like booze
Push-ups.
indigestion.
He's like, man, daylight savings time ended. Time to start the push-ups, man. Time to start the push-ups.
Can't drink. I'm not a drinker. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
sleep.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you all for welcoming us back. The podcast has done really well the past couple weeks. It was crazy that there's still people out there listening. Listen, tell a friend about the podcast. If you know somebody that might be interested in listening to us banter for an hour a week, let someone know. You know, pat them on the back. Be like, yo, tell them about Talking Without Thinking podcast. Just look us up. We are on YouTube now. And we are also now on Spotify video. If you hadn't noticed, last week's episode is available on Spotify video now. So you can watch it on video or just keep listening on audio. You got options.
We're big
Listen
time.
to it however you want. Yeah. However you want to listen to it, you can listen to it. So we are at TWTPcast everywhere on youtube.com/at Talking Without Thinking. We're starting to get a TikTok popping probably in the next couple of weeks too at Talking Without Thinking. So find us everywhere.
No
We
cap.
appreciate you guys listen. We love you all. We'll see you.
We're going to have Stevie dancing.
Yeah, we're going to have Stevie dancing. We'll see you all next week.